it was something that's going to be in my memory for a long time, just because of how violent it was, and how much of a feeling where I was like, maybe this is it. Like, I don't want to go. I'm 18. Like, I got college ahead of me. This isn't where I want to go out. But thankfully, I'm good. God saved me, and now we're here.
Thank goodness, no injuries reported from this storm. That was an Owasso student who survived this morning's tornado. I told you I'm in the El Rio Vista neighborhood on 96th and Garnett on the north side. Well, he lives over in the Bailey Ranch community on the south side of 96. That's where Fox 23's Devin Lyon is reporting live. He was the first reporter out at that scene right after this tornado this morning. Devin.
Shay, you know I live about 10 minutes north of here, so when we heard Laura saying there was rotation in the area, we made sure we were safe, and then I got my gear and flew this way, knowing that there was a confirmed tornado on the ground in one of the more densely populated areas of Owasso. I was terrified of what I might see so close to home. When I got here, there was a lot of structural damage, a lot of home damage, but by a miracle, nobody was hurt. Now today, I've been around speaking with several people in this neighborhood. Some of them saw this tornado face to face, and some of them were caught right in the middle of it.
And then I just felt a big brunt of wind just hit the house, like very suddenly, just out of the blue.
It sounded like a tornado was going like straight through my house.
So it might have hit you guys head on.
It did. It for sure did. We were right in the middle of it. And so then he said, Mom, I think we're in a tornado. And I'm like, I think you're right. And then the sirens went off.
People in the Bailey Ranch area of Owasso were forced awake by the sound of tornado sirens and emergency alerts as a confirmed tornado was headed their way. I drove from 86th and Memorial through neighborhoods around Bailey Ranch Golf Course. The neighborhoods were littered with downed trees, torn up fencing, and even a few roofs had been completely taken off. Rylan Mosley is a senior at Owasso High School. He told me he was upstairs in this home getting ready for school when the tornado hit.
I mean, I was praying, I was ducked down, and then I just heard a giant crash. I could feel that wind pressure still, and you could feel the house shaking very violently, and then I just heard a massive crash.
Just a few blocks away, Ethan told me he was in the shower when the roof caved in.
The lights started flickering, so I, got out of the shower, and then I heard like this loud boom sound. Like it sounded like it was dropping on my house, and I was like, holy yeah. And I opened the door, and in the hallway I can just see the sky from my house, like inside. It was crazy.
Tegan and his mom were on 86th and Memorial in their car when the tornado struck.
And we saw this power line here just burst out of sparks, and then our car started shaking and it got hit by debris, and no alerts happened before this, but then as soon as we got hit, the car almost felt like it lifted, and then the sirens started going off and the alerts came out.
Rylan was the only one I met in this neighborhood who was pretty scraped up. However, he said he was good to go, and like so many others, looking for ways to help.
And then when I opened the door again, it wasn't slammed shut, but it was almost just raining that insulation. Like it looked like a snowstorm of insulation upstairs. So I mean, I ran for my life. There was a giant piece of roof on the stairs that I legitimately had to jump over. I cut my leg up on it. It was pretty violently. I mean, so I just ran down on the second one. My dad grabbed me and we just ran to the storm shelter with our dogs.
Guys, I've been out here just minutes after that tornado lifted away from this neighborhood, and since then, let me tell you, I've seen so many just amazing people and crews coming out here, donating their time, donating their resources to try to get some of these houses patched up and some of this debris removed around me. It's kind of moments like this. I grew up hearing about something called the Oklahoma Standard, and then seeing people in Owasso, some of these companies in Owasso, just coming in to help everybody who is in need right now. I think that's what it truly means, but I can assure you, everybody here is just very relieved that it's just roofing and fences that were lost in this storm. Live in Owasso, covering news that matters. Devin Lyon, Fox 23 News.